Ladies, young ladies and gentlemen, good day to each and every one of you. Today is April 1st, 2025. I begin by wishing you a very good month, filled with robust health. Filled with financial health, may God Almighty bless us abundantly, with plenty of money. So, these are my wishes for this month of April. And so, dear ladies, dear gentlemen, for about 24 hours, bizarre information has been reaching us from Côte d'Ivoire, the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire. We have heard rumors that President Alassane Ouattara has gone to rest, eternal. He has gone to eternal rest, following illnesses in an American clinic in Paris. We know that recently, the Ivorian President, Ivorian Alassane Ouattara, had traveled to Paris for treatment purposes. It must be said, obviously, that age is playing a bit more on the gentleman. So, the rumors circulated everywhere. And afterwards, on the evening of March 31st, 2025, we saw a plane land at Félix Houphouët-Boigny Airport. At Félix Houphouët-Boigny Airport in Abidjan. And then afterwards we saw a gentleman who obviously is presented as President Alassane Ouattara, and we believe that it is indeed President Alassane Ouattara. And so the news spread like wildfire. And it was the triumphant return of the Ivorian President that had been announced to already be partly at rest, eternal. Here is a very confusing situation that we wanted to keep silent about, but we are obliged to talk about it here on the platform of awakening consciousness. In the context of this video conference, this is what we are going to discuss. And so I ask you to share this video conference, share it as much as possible in all groups as well, as much as you can. Don't forget to give it a lot of likes. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, in the course of events, it must be said that the announcement was made by the media, even those who are with him, who share his ideology. We have France 24, which initially announced. 1 minute later, France 24 deleted it. What France 24 and Jeune Afrique forgot is that today in Africa, we have a concept. The youth has understood everything. African youth is more political than ever before. What is the rule? Any sensitive publication, as soon as you see it, capture it before reading. Capture before reading. And that's what was done. France 24 posted. Just 1 minute later, they withdrew. They deleted the publication. But at the same time, Jeune Afrique also posted. 1 minute later, they deleted the publication. Don't you find it strange? Jeune Afrique, Ouattara is a shareholder. We have also held video conferences on this. When we recently saw Jeune Afrique attacking the AES, President Assimigoita, President Ibrahimtraoré, we talked about it. France 24 is a French media outlet. I believe it's either France 24 or RFI. In any case, one of the two. France 24 is a French media outlet. Please share this video conference with me. Share the video as much as possible. It's a French media outlet. And everyone knows it. Today, France supports. And has for a very long time, France supports the Ivorian regime. It is indeed France, through its media, that continues to involve France to overthrow the Ouattara regime on the Ivorians, despite their will. So, here's a question that arises. How is it possible that media aligned with the cause of the Ivorian regime contribute to misinformation, if it is misinformation? 1. But secondly, first it must be said that even if it turned out that the gentleman had gone to rest, eternal, as we know for most African states, there is a partnership between the different states. If it turned out that he had gone to rest, eternal, the Ivorian authorities, in exchange with the French authorities, would ask to ensure that France hides it. That the medical authorities, the hospital authorities, hide the information for reasons of preservation, of peace in the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire, until the Ivorian government itself finds the means to announce it. If that were the case, usually that's how it happens. When a head of state goes to eternal rest, it is not announced suddenly, because there are risks of a coup d'etat, etc. Therefore, the transfer of power must be made peaceful. According to the Constitution, it is the President of the National Assembly who must replace him in the event of a permanent impediment. So, the hospital authorities would not be able to disseminate the information until it reaches France 24, and France 24 broadcasts it. There is something not right there. Even if it were true, the information should not have been released in the manner it was. So, then we saw fake news, organized in the name of Burkina Radio Television, announcing again the eternal rest of Ouattara. And then afterwards, we saw the gentleman getting off the plane. When you see him getting off, even his way of walking, you get the impression that he might have had a stroke, since he is getting off to one side. I don't know if people, a weakened side, he descends on one side. So, what is really happening? What is happening? Are we facing a situation where President Ouattara, who considers himself a shrewd political strategist, has orchestrated himself this rumor to allow him to make very drastic political decisions in the future? Who knows? We don't know. Since in the Republic of Guinea we also experienced the same thing. President Alpha Condé, who no longer wanted to leave power, was being announced. He himself was spreading rumors about himself being sent to eternal rest, until he spread rumors that he only had 2 years left to live. But today the world is surprised. 2 years to live. So now it was after he was ousted from power, just 1 year remained. But today, from 2021 to 2025, how many extra years is that? The rumor had circulated that he had cancer or things like that he was doomed. But the gentleman continues to live in the best way. So, he's his friend. Are these things organized to divert attention, sir? Sir, we don't know. What remains clear? The world was shaken, the African continent was shaken by this news. President Alassane Ouattara is a human being like the rest of us, to whom I wish a long life. I truly wish him a long life. There you go. We are not against him. Personally, we are against his policy. So, the hours coming soon will allow us to better understand what is happening. Really. But, in reality, there are truths of a coup d'etat in Côte d'Ivoire. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was the highlight of the news. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I will get back to you shortly with new updates. This was the voice of your one and only samurai. Thank you.